Is this vitamin really the secret to clear vision? That's the question I've been investigating for years now, and what I've discovered might surprise you. I'm Dr. Ethan Walker, and throughout my career, I've seen countless patients walk into my office frustrated, worried, and desperate for answers about their declining eyesight. I've also seen the supplement industry flood the market with promises that sound too good to be true. So today, I want to cut through the noise and show you what the actual science says. Let me paint you a picture of what I see every single day. People come to me describing the same frustrating symptoms: waking up with blurred vision that takes minutes to clear, struggling to read restaurant menus in dim lighting, experiencing headaches after long days at the computer, noticing halos around lights at night. They talk about the fear that keeps them up at night, the worry about developing cataracts like their parents did, the anxiety about macular degeneration stealing their independence, the creeping concern that glaucoma might be silently damaging their optic nerve right now without any symptoms. And perhaps most commonly, they express frustration about becoming increasingly dependent on stronger prescriptions, wondering if there's anything they can actually do to slow this decline. Here's what most people don't realize. Many of the most devastating eye conditions begin their damage years before you notice any symptoms. Your retina, that thin layer of tissue at the back of your eye responsible for converting light into the images you see, is under constant attack. Every single day, your eyes are exposed to oxidative stress from free radicals, damage from blue light emitted by screens and LED lights, inflammation from our modern diet and lifestyle, and the cumulative effects of UV radiation. Your macula, the central part of your retina responsible for sharp, detailed vision, is particularly vulnerable because it contains the highest concentration of photoreceptor cells in your entire body. When I started diving deep into the research, I wasn't looking to promote any particular supplement or vitamin. I wanted to understand the actual biological mechanisms. What I found was fascinating. The question isn't whether nutrition affects eye health. It absolutely does. The real question is, which specific nutrients have solid scientific evidence behind them, and how do they actually work? Let me explain what's happening at the cellular level. Your macula contains specialized pigments that act as natural sunglasses, filtering out harmful blue light before it can damage the delicate photoreceptor cells beneath. These pigments also function as powerful antioxidants, neutralizing the free radicals generated by light exposure and metabolic processes. When these protective systems are overwhelmed, which happens with age, poor nutrition, excessive screen time, and oxidative stress, the cells in your retina begin to deteriorate. This deterioration manifests as blurred vision, difficulty with night vision, increased light sensitivity, and eventually diseases like age-related macular degeneration. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Two carotenoids stand out in the research: Lutein and Zeaxanthin. These compounds concentrate specifically in the macula, and your body cannot produce them. You must obtain them through diet or supplementation. Lutein and zeaxanthin work by absorbing blue light wavelengths and quenching reactive oxygen species before they can cause cellular damage. Multiple studies have demonstrated that higher levels of macular pigment, which is built from these carotenoids, correlate with better visual function and reduced risk of age-related eye diseases. But they're not working alone. Vitamin A is absolutely essential for the function of rhodopsin, the pigment in your retina that allows you to see in low-light conditions. Without adequate vitamin A, your night vision deteriorates and your risk of more serious eye problems increases. Vitamin C and vitamin E are powerful antioxidants that protect the cells throughout your eye from oxidative damage. And zinc plays a crucial role in transporting vitamin A from your liver to your retina, while also supporting the structural integrity of your eye tissues. The landmark research that really changed how we understand nutritional support for eye health came from two major studies: AREDS and AREDS 2. These large-scale, long-term clinical trials demonstrated that a specific combination of nutrients could reduce the risk of progression to advanced age-related macular degeneration by about 25% in people at high risk. That's not a cure, but it's significant protection. The studies showed that the combination matters. It's not just about taking high doses of individual vitamins, but about getting the right nutrients working synergistically. Let me connect this to what you're experiencing in your daily life. That blurred vision you notice after hours of screen time isn't just fatigue. It's inflammation and oxidative stress overwhelming your eye's natural defenses. The difficulty reading in low light isn't inevitable aging. It's often related to insufficient vitamin A and declining macular pigment density. The sensitivity to bright lights and glare can be linked to reduced antioxidant protection in your lens and retina. Think of these nutrients as an internal protective barrier. Just as sunscreen protects your skin from UV damage, these antioxidants and carotenoids protect your retinal cells from light-induced damage. But unlike sunscreen that you apply externally, these nutrients must be present in your bloodstream and concentrated in your eye tissues to be effective. Now, I know what you're thinking. Can't I just eat more carrots and leafy greens? Absolutely, and you should. Foods like kale, spinach, collard greens, egg yolks, and fatty fish rich in omega-3 are excellent sources of these nutrients. But here's the reality. The amounts needed for therapeutic benefit, especially if you're already experiencing symptoms or have risk factors for eye disease, are often difficult to obtain consistently through diet alone. A serving of cooked kale might give you 6 to 10 milligrams of lutein, but studies showing protective effects often use doses of 10 to 20 milligrams daily. The quality of the supplement, the form of the nutrients, and their bioavailability also matter significantly. If you want a complete guide showing which vitamins support eye health, how to reduce blurred vision, and how to protect your eyes long-term, we've placed a helpful resource in the first link in the description. Let me be very clear about something important. I'm not suggesting that taking these nutrients will reverse advanced glaucoma, dissolve cataracts, or cure macular degeneration. What the evidence does show is that adequate levels of these specific nutrients can support overall eye health, reduce oxidative stress, help maintain sharper vision as you age, and potentially slow the progression of certain age-related conditions. The goal is prevention and support, not miraculous reversal. I've seen patients who've implemented these nutritional strategies alongside proper eye care report improvements in visual clarity, reduced eye strain, better night vision, and less sensitivity to light. But I've also seen people waste money on poorly formulated supplements that don't contain adequate amounts of the active ingredients or use forms that aren't well absorbed. That's why understanding the science matters. So let me answer the question I posed at the beginning directly. Is there a vitamin that's the secret to clear vision? The answer is that it's not just one vitamin, it's a strategic combination. The foundation is primarily lutein and zeaxanthin, the macular carotenoids that filter blue light and protect against oxidative damage. These work best when supported by vitamin A for retinal function, vitamin C and vitamin E for antioxidant protection throughout the eye structures, and zinc for nutrient transport and tissue integrity. The secret isn't really a secret at all. It's well-documented nutritional science that most people simply aren't aware of. Your eyes need specific nutrients to maintain their protective mechanisms and repair cellular damage. When these nutrients are deficient, your eyes become more vulnerable to the daily assault of light exposure, screen time, and aging. When these nutrients are present in adequate amounts, your eyes have the tools they need to defend themselves and maintain clearer vision. If you're serious about improving your vision naturally and learning how to prevent common eye problems, check the first link in the description for the full guide and detailed explanation. I want to emphasize balance here. Nutritional support is powerful, but it's not a replacement for regular eye exams, proper lighting when you read or work, taking breaks from screens, wearing UV protective sunglasses outdoors, managing conditions like diabetes and hypertension that affect eye health, and seeking medical attention for any sudden changes in vision. Think of these nutrients as one crucial piece of a comprehensive approach to maintaining your eyesight for life. The evidence is clear. The combination of lutein, zeaxanthin, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, and zinc provides meaningful support for eye health. It's not magic, it's nutritional biochemistry applied correctly and consistently. Your macula needs these compounds to maintain its protective pigment layer. Your retina needs them to combat oxidative stress. Your lens needs them to stay clear and flexible. As we age, our ability to absorb and utilize these nutrients can decline. Our dietary intake often decreases, and our eyes face cumulative damage from decades of light exposure. That's why being proactive matters. The best time to start protecting your vision was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. If you found this information valuable and want to stay updated on evidence-based strategies for protecting your health, subscribe to this channel. I'm committed to bringing you the science behind what actually works, separating legitimate research from marketing hype and giving you practical information you can use. Your vision is precious. Let's protect it together with knowledge and the right nutritional support.